All right. I think I'm doing this right now. I don't know why it looks different for some reason this week. All right. It's alliteration day because it is Fun Food Friday. All right. This week, you can see I had to move locations. I had to leave the central studio and, hey, Jim, and move down here to what I like to call the solarium. This is from my good friend Jason Helton. I'm in the solarium this week in the west wing of the house. And I had to come down here because I am currently heating up this lovely can of haggis in the kitchen, which is over here. Hey, Melanie, I knew you'd tune in for this. You wouldn't miss this for the world. So right now, and if you guys scroll down on the feed, I posted a picture of what the haggis looked like when it first came out of the can and went into the pot. I had to shake it forcibly to get that glob of fatty whatever to go out into the pot. And it's over there burning into the pot right now. It's like, I'm gonna have to let that pot soak for probably a day or more. It's so thick and viscous in what's in it. I've had to add water to it twice. The can doesn't say anything about adding water to it, but it was so damn thick, it was just sitting there burning onto the pot. So I had to add water to it a couple of times and keep stirring it up, but it's gonna make a mess of that pot. Anyway, so this week, our main course is gonna be the haggis, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Hey, Joey. It does look like Alpo, and remind me to come back to that point on the Alpo, Joe. All right, so the haggis is in the pot getting heated up. Our other items this week are gonna be nondescript blue candy. I don't know what flavor that is. Something called Senzu beans, which I think is a candy, but based on the packaging, I'm not really sure what it is. And there's a rabbit on the label. My dogs are both here with me. You guys have seen Oscar before, but both of them are over here. And that's why I want to come back to the Alpo, Joe. As soon as I opened the can and started cooking that crap in the pot, the lab mix mutt, the big dog, came walking in the kitchen and started whining like I'd opened up some kind of dog food or something. And she's been pacing around in the kitchen whining because she smelled that stuff. And then our other thing is going to be colorful. Colorful what? I don't know. It looks like maybe jelly beans, but whatever they are, they're colorful. And our beverage this week, and I didn't do the preview on this because I wanted to just show you guys the label live because that's what caught my eye in the store, is Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. The dog does sense danger. Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. And I saw that happy face on the can and I know I had to get it and try it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel after this week eating all this stuff. The crickets weren't too bad, Melanie. But this energy drink is, what is it? 78% of my recommended daily allowance for sugars, and it's added sugar. So I'm gonna be all hopped up on the goofballs after drinking this crap. And the can of haggis says that there's 3 servings in this can. Now, I mean, this is the size of a normal, can of soup or whatever. What is it? It's 14.5 ounces, so maybe a little bit bigger than a normal can of soup, maybe the progressive soups or whatever. But they claim that there's 3 servings in this can. So this is clearly not intended as a main course, for somebody to eat by themselves. And each serving is 25% of my recommended daily allowance of saturated fat. So if I were to eat this whole can, which I am not, Melanie, that'd be a lot of damn saturated fat. That's, 75% of recommended allowance. And I'm going to get to the haggis in a minute. I'm going to just go ahead and get that off the burner before it, is not salvageable. Oh, and by the way, I had to light a candle too. I lit a candle in the kitchen to try and kill the smell. It's got a funky smell. We'll talk about it probably when I sit down and get to eating on it. Talk to you real quick about haggis. This is made with sirloin beef. it says, and the label on the back claims that it's good through December 2029. That's got to be the longest damn shelf life I've ever seen on a product. I might like it, Melanie. I'm not ruling it out yet. I've heard or read somewhere, I think when I was researching it, it's sort of like corned beef hash, which I'm not crazy about, but I think the smell reminds me of that. I'm not really sure what that smell is. But here's a dirty little secret that I learned researching haggis. Haggis is normally made with sheep and lamb heart, lungs, and I think the liver. And then that's cooked inside a sheep's stomach. It's boiled, and nothing says delicious like boiled meat. But all that stuff is mixed in with oats, but basically oatmeal. And I've heard it said it was similar to black pudding, which also sounds delicious. But here's the dirty little secret is there's no lamb or sheep in this haggis because the US FDA banned traditional haggis in the United States in 1971 due to some sort of health concern with the lungs, something getting into the lung tissue during the slaughtering process. So this is not made with lamb, sheep, heart, lung, liver, and all the other nasty stuff. It's apparently just a beef product. But one of the ingredients was beef suet or suet. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not very learned. I mean, not good words. It says refined beef suet, S-U-E-T, which I had to look that up. So that is apparently a high density fat found around the kidneys of the cow, which sounds delicious. But apparently is kind of high in energy, so maybe it's, you know, a decent food if you're a working man, which I'm not. God knows, I'm a lazy bastard. So yeah, we've got oats, beef, sirloin beef, oats, beef liver, so there's some liver in here, and beef suet. Then it gets into your flavoring type things: onion powder, salt, caramel flavoring, vegetable something. So anyway, all right, that's enough of that. I'm gonna dive right into this and get that knocked out of here, and then I'll wash it down with some Bob Ross Positive Energy drink. So you guys give me a second. I gotta run to the kitchen. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see if we can. Who that? Yeah, Oscar's here. All right. Wow. This with the beef and the oatmeal sort of mixed all in. It reminds me of basically like I guess like meatloaf in a can. And I'm gonna try. I don't want to dump this all over the table because God knows that pot is a mess. That pot is a burned on mess. I'll post a picture of the pot when I get off of here. This is what we're dealing with. Big old steaming pile of haggis. This is nasty. Nasty looking. You know, I may love it. I don't have any Aquafina to wash it down with this week. Couldn't come to an agreement on the sponsorship deal, so I've just got Bob Ross energy drink and tea as my backup. All right, cracking into the Bob Ross. It's actually not bad. I'm not a big energy drink person. In fact, I don't drink energy drinks at all. I think I've had maybe, I could count on one hand the number of Monster drinks I've had, and never thought any of them really tasted good. I've never had a Red Bull or anything like that. Oats. You guys can't see it, but there's a little bit of the drink on the rim of the can, but it's a light blue color. And what I was going to say is it reminds me of It tastes like the frozen pop things in the long plastic tubes, you know, foot long, 14 inches long, or whatever. That's just like pure sugar water. That's what it tastes like. It's actually good. I like that. But yeah, I'm not an energy drink person, but that's pretty good. We'll see how it goes with the haggis. All right. I'm doing it. All right, here we go. It's a happy drink. You're going to have to give me a moment. Well, Joey, I'm glad you laughed today. I know you needed a laugh this week. Yeah. I was looking earlier before I got into this thinking if I needed some help, I was going to throw some A1 on this because I can throw A1 and eat it on anything. It's got such a powerful taste that it basically can, you know, make everything palatable. If I drown this in A1, I could eat the bowl because it would basically taste like A1. I like to try and walk you guys through this, like what stuff tastes like, you know, read you the ingredients and crap. It's not a horrible taste. It's not. Like if somebody put a gun to my head and said, you gotta eat the whole damn bag or bowl of haggis, I could do it. It's not the taste, it's got a horrible texture though. It literally is just this thick, it's creamy, and meat is not supposed to be creamy. We all know what that looks like. We know. Hey, Tommy. Tommy, you just missed the first bite of haggis. But I'm going to do another one just for you, buddy. I've known Tommy O'Hearn since the 5th grade. All right, this one's for you, Tommy. I'm going in deep. And then, Tom, I'm going to wash it down with my Bob Ross energy drink. Honest to God, the taste, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. I'm glad it's not traditional haggis because I can't imagine, you know, the sheep heart, lungs, and all that stuff would taste better than this. Like I said, I think this is, you know, liquid meatloaf is the best analogy for it. You know, I don't have any A1, but you know what? I got ketchup. I ate the crap, Tommy. I'm gonna put ketchup on it. Let's see how that affects it. It's like meatloaf, I'm gonna try that. Hold on, right back. Nothing says, let's see. Get a brand new bottle. Ah, hell. Live television, folks. Nothing says traditional English cuisine like ketchup. I don't know why I'm still eating this shit. Ketchup makes it more palatable. Better. Still not great. Johnny Roo. Yeah, the ketchup made it better, but it's still not great. I wish I had some A1. I could douse it in A1 and I could eat it. Yeah, that's enough of that. Anyway, John, I know you just tuned in, so there. That's for you. That's what I've been eating. You should have been here earlier. I'm sorry you missed it. You know, if I had seaweed chips, they could only improve that. All right, let's put that aside and move on, and have another sip of Bob Ross Positive Energy drink. Sugary. All right. Woo. Let's try something to change the taste I have in my mouth here. You had no choice. You couldn't get traditional haggis. Apparently it's, I guess, in all forms and whatever, it's outlawed for import or manufacture here in the States. All right, let's try, oh, Jim, here's some more outdated candy you sent me. So let's go with the colorful. This has an expiration date in what appears to be January of this year. It's candy. I think it's candy. Can't be bad. All right, it's not gummy or jelly beans. You know, looking at the label, I would have guessed some sort of jelly bean-like product. It's more like crap. Like M&M looking type things, but I'm gonna guess there's no chocolate in here. I don't know. I see nobody at work is actually working today, Dave, or Melanie, or Jim. I don't know what this is. Let's go to the ingredient label. Let me look real quick. It is, okay, it's all right. It's basically some kind of M&M knockoff type product. Hey, Kelly. There is chocolate inside. They're colored in sort of Easter colors. There's no bright primary colors. It's all pastels. Basically, this is cheap dollar store knockoff M&M. Hey Lee, this is knockoff M&M stuff from that you would get in an Easter basket, I guess. Yeah, that's all it is. M&M's. But it sure does help with the flavor of that haggis. Lee, Kelly, you both missed the haggis already. All right. Those aren't bad. Here's what I'm drinking this week. Sugar on sugar. All right, let's go with whatever this is. The only thing I can see in English on the cover, or the wrapping, it says soda chewing candy. And this is not expired, Jim, so you know, maybe this won't make me sick. Yeah, I don't know what this is gonna taste like. It might taste, maybe it's supposed to taste like cola. The site patience got you distracted, Lee, so you couldn't get online and watch a guy do stupid, crazy stuff. That's what this looks like. Oddly enough, I do feel like painting happy little trees. But I feel like doing that every day. So that's not unusual. A happy little tree over here. Happy little cabin. Happy little mountain. I mean, these things are blue, but I guess they're supposed to taste like cola. I don't know what to compare this to as far as like any kind of non-American candy or whatever. Doesn't taste bad. Anything to get the taste of the haggis out of my mouth. I'm gonna be so hopped up the rest of the afternoon with the sugar and crap that's in that. On the other hand, it is loaded up with B12, 150% of my recommended B12, B something so damn small I can't read that crap. Niacin, vitamin B of some sort, and some B12. I'm loaded up with that. I got that going for me, which is nice. I'm gonna be all hopped up on the sugar. All right, it's gonna be kind of a quick week this week. I don't know if we're gonna run, 30, 40 minutes like we have the past couple weeks. So this is my last item here. The Sinzu beans. They have I guess it's a cat. I thought it was a rabbit. You're right, vitamins and energy are foreign to me, Jim. I'll just end up going out and running around through the neighborhood up and down the sidewalks or something. I don't know, you guys tell me, I get that's a cat, I assume? And the label indicates it's some sort of promotional tie-in thing with the cartoon Dragon Ball Z. So I don't know if that name Sinzu beans has something to do specifically with the cartoon. It's in this little drawstring pouch thing, which is hard as hell to get into. And then inside that, this might be what I'm struggling with. Is this bag inside this other pouch thing, and the plastic bag. There we go. Come on. Son of bitches. The labor went on for 4 hours. All right. I don't know what's up with the wooden weapon, Lee. You tell me, Margot. I don't know, Margot. Why we have the wooden weapon? I don't know. I don't know if it's a weapon. It looks like a big ass cane. Or a wooden claw hammer, which would make no sense. I don't know. I probably should have looked that up. When I was researching haggis, I probably should have looked that up. Ah, hell, I got ketchup on my placemat. Shh, don't tell the wife. Don't tell the wife I got ketchup on the placemat. That'll be fine. All right. I don't know if this is going to be another M&M type thing, but it's green pellet type candy. uniform in shape, so I don't know if maybe, I don't know, it could be peanuts covered in something. Well, much like last week when I bit into the caramels, I'm surprised. Hard as a friggin' rock. That's not good. Oh my God. It's not hot. I don't know what flavor that is. Let me see if, let me check. I don't think there was a label to really look at. No, there's no label, no indication what the hell it is. Which is one reason I bought it. I got this at the World Market the other day when I was walking around. This was near the checkout. There is nothing to indicate flavor, content, sugar, nothing. So I don't know. I have no idea what this is supposed to taste like. It's got a candy coating, but the inside is like it's just solid candy. You gotta crunch down on it hard, like a really dense sweet tart. It's got that kind of consistency to it. It ain't air, I can tell you that. It's dense. I have no idea what flavor that's supposed to be. It's a little sweet. I mean, I can see, I guess why it's probably, I guess it's marketed as a candy since it's tied in with the cartoon thing, but I might crack a tooth on this crap. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It could be hemp candy. I don't know, Jim. I have no clue what flavor that's supposed to be. If that, I mean, I guess it's a candy, but I can see maybe a kid going through and say, oh, Dragon Ball Z, that's my favorite cartoon, buy me that, mommy, and then they get this, and I don't see them like going back and like, hey, I got shred. Nobody's working today. Sprague's, Sprague's goofing off at work. Dave's goofing off at work. Melanie's goofing off at work. Jim's goofing off at work. Now Shrek's goofing off. Shrek, I have Shrek colored candy I'm eating in your honor. Didn't know you were going to be here today, but I'm eating it in your honor now that I know that you're here. Yeah, I can't imagine a kid ever going back like, Mommy, I gotta get me some more of those Senzu beans, because I don't know what flavor that is. It's not good, whatever the fuck it is. Oh, swear jar. Sorry, Mama. All right, that's the last of it today. I'm gonna try and get that candy taste out of my mouth with some more Bob Ross energy drink. And just for those of you who tuned in late, like my big boy Shrek there, I'm gonna take one more bite of the haggis. I'm sure letting it sit there and chill a little bit and get a little cold has probably only made it taste better. No, it didn't. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're going to put a wrap on that one. All right, so here's my total review. I don't recommend the haggis. Can't recommend it. Even though, as we discussed earlier, not traditional haggis, but even whatever that's really made of, it's not good. It doesn't taste good. I can see some people liking it and intentionally wanting to buy it and eat it. It's got a quirky flavor to it. Some people would probably get into it. I'm not going to eat another can of that. I'm not going to eat that can. I'm not going to finish that can. It's pretty nasty, overall. The ketchup helped a little bit. Some A1 would help, but yeah, maybe some Worcestershire sauce. Yeah. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Better after, I can't imagine, Kelly just said, maybe we better after a day or two, which I know she can't possibly be serious about. I don't think you could heat it up. I'm seriously going to have to go over there and put boiling hot water in that pan and some detergent and let it sit for a day, I think, to get that crap out of there. Oh, my wife just tuned in. She's not here at the house, but she just tuned in. And I'm sorry, honey, you missed it. I've already eaten the haggis and everything else. Actually, I'm done. I'm going to be wrapping things up. I'm sorry about the pot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the pot, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to let that thing sit for a day. So probably to get that crap out of there. So I can't imagine even trying to reheat that. It's so damn thick and viscous. And eating it, the consistency is probably the biggest problem with eating it. The taste is not good, but it's just nasty. Anyway, meat is not supposed to be liquidy, creamy like that. So I won't be eating any more of that. That's going to bring us to the end of today's show. I'm going to sit here. I am going to finish my positive energy drink and think about painting happy little trees. Because when you look at that face, doesn't that just make you feel happy anyway? Oh, by the way, I want to make sure I brought this up. I can't remember where it was. I think it's on Netflix. There's a great documentary. I think it's just a movie. It might have been a 2 or 3 part series about Bob Ross. And that's not his natural hair. He actually got a perm and did that to himself intentionally. And Bob Ross back in the day was a player. But it was a nice little, story of his life kind of deal, how he became famous and, ended up on PBS doing the painting show and everything, and how he basically kind of got ripped off later in life. So if you're into doing art and you see Bob Ross art supplies in a store, don't buy them, because the money is not going to him or his, it's not going to him because he's dead. It's not going to his estate. So don't buy Bob Ross art supplies. But yeah, check that out. It's a nice little snapshot of his life and how he came to be the famous painter guy that he was, because he's dead. So there you go. I'm going to wrap this up. It tastes like the little icy pop things. We discussed it already, the pure sugar water stuff in the tubes. So I'm going to drink that because I always loved those things growing up. So I'm going to knock this out, and then I'm probably going to go use some mouthwash to get the taste of the haggis out of my mouth, which even when I ate the crickets, I did not do. The haggis is nastier than the crickets by far. So that's it for this week. I do have stuff lined up for next Friday. After that, there might be a break. I don't know how long it's going to be until I accrue some more food to do, a show. So maybe it'll go to a monthly schedule or bi-weekly, something. I don't know. But whenever I get some more stuff, I'll just do these now. Of course, give everybody a heads up when I'm going to do it. So that's it. You guys probably can't see my shirt and it's backwards in it, but hey, life is good. Keep it simple. Prayers for Ukraine. Please keep them in your prayers. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.